Most men have no idea where they actually stand. They assume if women aren't throwing themselves at me, they say and think, I must not be that attractive. But what if I told you something counterintuitive? The most attractive men are often the least aware of them being attractive. Because women don't always make attraction obvious. No, they don't. They signal it by subtle signs, through body language, through energy, through patterns you've been trained to miss. I'm Stefani Apollo from the Gentleman's Square, your personal female advocate, and I give you the real inside information on how feminine energy responds to the masculine. So, be sure to subscribe and turn on that notification bell, because today I'm going to show you 8 clear signs you're a highly attractive man, even if you've been doubting yourself for years. If you've ever wondered, do women actually notice me? Or you say, why do I get mixed signals all the time? Am I missing something everyone else sees? Then stay with me, because once you recognize these signs, you'll never question your attractiveness again. And more importantly, you'll understand how to amplify what's already working for you. And here's the most important truth that men have never been taught. Women don't pursue attraction the same way men do. No, men see an attractive woman and they think, I want to approach her. Women see an attractive man and they think, I wonder whether he notices me. They respond to energy differently, to your presence. They have subtle cues, not an obvious pursuit. So, if you're waiting for women to make the first move, to directly compliment you, to make attraction undeniable, you're already playing the wrong game. Women signal, they don't announce. And the signals I'm about to show you, they're happening right now. You've just never learned to see them. So, let's change that. Sign number 1. Women hold eye contact and men kind of like look away. This is the most universal sign, and most men completely miss it. Here's the pattern. She doesn't just glance. Her eyes land on you and they stay for a moment longer than necessary. That's right. She holds eye contact slightly longer. There's a pause, an extra second, a lingering look, and then looks away quickly. That's what she does. Not because she's uninterested, but because she's self-conscious about being caught looking, and often looks back again to see if you actually noticed, to give you another chance to engage. That pause is a test. The second look is confirmation. Think about it. When you see something unattractive, you don't look twice. No, you barely register it. But when something catches your attention, when someone intrigues you, you look again. You check. You confirm what you actually felt. You see, lingering eye contact is never accidental. It's curiosity mixed with attraction. And if you've experienced this pattern where women are looking and then looking away, then you're registering on their radar in a real significant way. Sign number 2 is when women find reasons to be near you. You see, attractive men create a gravitational pull. You'll notice women standing close to you in social situations, even when there's plenty of space elsewhere, or maybe joining conversations you're in, even if they weren't part of the group initially. Another sign is where a woman would be passing you by more necessary, like twice, 3 times. And this isn't coincidence. No, this is positioning. She's positioning herself in a way that she's seen. So you hear her. She's there looking and observing. They're not being random. They're placing themselves inside your awareness. Because here's what most men don't understand. Women create opportunities for you to approach them. They don't chase. They position themselves. They orbit. They make themselves available in your proximity. And if you're constantly finding women in your physical space, for example, at the bar that you're standing at, or in a conversation circle that you're part of, or they're just there, that's not an accident. That's strategy. Your energy is pulling them toward you, and they're responding by making themselves accessible. Sign number 3. People listen when you speak. This one is so powerful, and it goes beyond just women. You see, when you talk and there's conversational pauses, other people stop their side discussion to hear what you're saying. A sign is when people lean in, physical bodies orient toward you, attention focuses, and women stay engaged. They're not checking their phones. No, they're scanning you. They're not scanning the room. They're wondering what you're saying. You see, because words carry weight, people reference things to you, and they ask maybe follow-up questions. This is the halo effect. That's right, a halo effect attraction. And this means that they are unconsciously attracted to you, to your intelligence, to your leadership, to your competence. And here's the key. This happens before you've even proven it, any of those signs. You see, your energy precedes your words. And when your energy commands respect, your words are automatically giving you value. People listen when you speak, especially in group settings, especially when you're not the loudest person in the room. You possess a magnetic quality that most men spend their entire lives trying to manufacture. You're already got it. You have it. You just haven't been shown how to own it. Sign number 4 is when women mirror your body language. Mirroring is subconscious alignment, and it's one of the clearest indicators of attraction. Watch for this. You lean back, she leans back, you touch her face, she does the same. You cross your arms, and within seconds, so does she. You slow down your speech, and her cadence matches yours. This isn't conscious. No, she's not thinking. Let me mirror this body language. No, this is her nervous system syncing with yours. And here's what this actually means. Her nervous system feels safe, aligning with your energy. You see, attraction always begins in the nervous system before conscious thought, before logical analysis, before she even knows why she feels drawn to you. When a woman mirrors you, she's unconsciously saying, I trust your rhythm, I feel safe in your presence, I want to be in sync with you. That's what she's feeling. This is building rapport at the deepest level. And if you're noticing women constantly mirroring your movements, your gestures, your energy shifts, you're creating a felt sense of safety and attraction that most men never access. Sign number 5 is when compliments go beyond looks. You see, highly attractive. Men will hear things like, I like your energy. There's something about you. You seem different. You're easy to talk to. Or she'll say something like, I feel comfortable around you. When she says that, do you notice what's missing? Physical compliments. That's right. She's not talking about your eyes, your smile, your body, your biceps, your six-pack. She's already registered that. She's registered your looks. That assessment happened in the first 3 seconds. Now, what she's doing is she's responding to your presence. And that's a deeper attraction because physical attraction fades. It's on the surface level. It gets you noticed, but that's it. But presence, the energy you carry, the way you make people feel, the safety and intrigue you create. Well, that's what keeps women engaged. You see, when women compliment your vibe, your energy, saying something like, you're something different, they're telling you that you possess qualities that can't be taught, that can't be faked, and can't be replicated. You're not just attractive, you're magnetic. And magnetic men don't chase attention, they receive it naturally. Sign number 6 is when you catch people looking at you. That's right. Not staring, not obvious stares, but quick glances, repeated looks, eyes that shift when you enter a room. And what you'll notice is maybe someone who looks and then looks away. Or when you notice multiple people glancing in your direction during a conversation. You see people track movements across a space. That's when you know they're aware of you and they're not staring. Or maybe women that accidentally make eye contact with you from across the room. This is recognition. You see, presence doesn't need permission to be felt. No. When you walk into a room and people's energy shifts even slightly, that's not ego. That's reality. Attractive men occupy space differently. They're noticed, they're tracked, they're registered. And if you've been catching these repeated glances, these split-second assessments, these like looks that says, did he notice me? What happens is you're admitting that pull attention before you've even said a word. It means you are attractive, but you don't know it yet. Sign number 7 is when other men respect you or compete with you. This is huge because women watch how men respond to you. That's right. They're watching how men respond to each other. Signs of respect. Men listen when you speak without interrupting. They'll want your opinion on decisions, situations, or dynamics. Or men introduce you to others as someone worth knowing. They defer you in the group setting. That's right. And here are some signs of competition. When men one-up on each other in their storytelling, or they send off backhanded compliments like, "You're doing well for someone who," or maybe sudden attention seeking when women around attempting to diminish or dismiss what you say. Here's what you need to understand, gentlemen. Men instinctively sense hierarchy, and women notice who men respond to. If other men respect you, women register that as social proof. If other men compete with you, women register that as a threat response, which means you're of high value. Either way, you're on their radar. And the fact is that other men are responding to your presence, either positive or competently, means you possess qualities that trigger instinctive male status assessment. You're not invisible. No, you're a factor. Sign number 8. Women assume you have options. This one is subtle but undeniable. What happens is you'll notice this in women. Women will act mildly jealous really early, even before you've established exclusivity. People assume you're already dating or that you have someone interested. Friends might make comments like, "You probably have women texting you all the time." Or women test you with questions like, "I bet you say that to all the women." You might hear things like, "I can't believe you're single. How are you not taken yet?" Or, "I'm sure you have plenty of options." You see, this comes from non-desperate energy. You don't chase validation. No, you don't seek approval. You don't need constant reassurance. Women can sense scarcity versus abundance. It's your energy, your body language, your response patterns. If people assume you have options, it's because you carry yourself like someone who does, whether you actually do or not. And that assumption creates self-fulfilling prophecy, because women are attracted to men who are already desired. If you recognize even 2 or 3 of these signs, you're already more attractive than you think. The problem isn't your looks. It's that you haven't been owning your presence yet. And attraction isn't about trying harder. It's about removing self-doubt so your natural confidence can come through if you're done with guessing. If you're tired of repeating the same dating patterns, if you want to amplify this attraction without games or manipulation, then I invite you to book a private strategy call with myself. Just click the link below in the description. And on that call, we'll uncover why you attract the dynamics that you do, how your energy is being read before you speak, and how to step into calm, grounded confidence that women feel instantly attracted to you. So ask yourself, are you ready to step into that new world of possibilities and attract the woman who lights your life up effortlessly? Then book that private strategy call because your future self is calling. So I have a question for you. Which sign surprised you the most? Drop a comment down below and I'll give you direct feedback. Like, subscribe, and share this with another brother who needs his power back. Remember, attraction isn't loud, it's felt. And once you recognize it, you stop chasing and you start choosing. Where real men don't guess, they lead. And I'll see you in the next. Sometimes the loudest no is actually a quiet yes. And sometimes the coldest silence hides the warmest desire. Men think women are direct with their hearts the truth. Most of the time, she'll hide it, bury it, and pray you can't see what's written all over her eyes. Before we start, hit that subscribe button, because on this channel, we break down the raw psychology of women, relationships, and human behavior without sugarcoating it. And if you stay till the end, you'll see how to read between her mixed signals in a way most men completely miss. 1. Her actions contradict her words. Ever had a woman look you dead in the eye and say, "I don't care," but her behavior tells you the exact opposite? That's the first shocking sign she's hiding her true feelings. See, words are easy. Anyone can say them, but actions slip out when the guard is down. Let me tell you something. Women know how to control their words better than their body. She'll say she's not interested. She'll call you just a friend. She'll act casual when you talk about other women, but then she'll do things that make you stop and think. She'll remember the way you take your coffee. She'll ask about something you mentioned months ago, like your mom's birthday, or that job interview you thought she forgot. That's not casual memory, that's emotional attention. Imagine this. You're at a gathering chatting with a few people and she's across the room. She says she's not into you, right? But watch her. She's checking if you're watching her laugh. She's noticing how long you spend talking to another girl. She may act unbothered, but her little actions betray her words every time. It's like this. Women hide their hearts because they don't want to feel exposed. Rejection for a man stings, but for a woman, it feels like a cut to her worth. So instead of risking it, she covers it up. She tells you one story with her mouth and another with her actions. And most men only hear the first one, the smart man. He doesn't get confused by the mixed signals. He watches the patterns, he pays attention to consistency. If she says she doesn't care, but she shows up where you are. If she says she's not interested, but still finds reasons to text you about nothing, that's not indifference, that's hidden interest. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying chase her or beg for clarity. The point is, stop taking her words so literally when her behavior is screaming something else. Sometimes the no is not a no, it's a shield. Sometimes the cold words are nothing but protection, because her real feelings, they slip through the cracks, and if you're patient enough, you'll see them clearer than anything she ever admits. 2, she pulls away, then comes closer again. This one drives men absolutely mad. 1 week, she's warm texting you first, laughing at everything, and it feels like you're finally breaking through. Then suddenly, she's gone cold. The texts slow down. She seems busy. She avoids eye contact. You're left replaying everything, wondering if you messed up. And just when you're ready to give up, she's back again, acting like nothing ever happened. That's not random. That's a woman at war with herself. See, when she pulls close, that's her heart talking. That's her letting the walls down, even if just for a moment. But when she pulls away, that's her fear rushing back, fear of losing control, fear of being rejected, fear of giving too much away. I remember a guy telling me once he liked this girl who kept doing this exact dance. One day, she'd be calling him late at night, asking deep questions about his life, about his dreams. The next day, she'd act like he was just another friend. He was confused until he realized something. She wasn't unsure about him. She was unsure about herself. A woman hides her feelings not because she doesn't have them, but because she doesn't know if it's safe to let them out. That's why she keeps testing her own emotions. She'll lean in, then panic, then retreat. It's her way of controlling the fire inside her chest. Most men misread this. They think she's not serious or she's playing games. And yes, sometimes women do play games, but more often than not, this back and forth is not a game. It's fear in disguise. It's a heart trying not to get burned. If you see this sign, here's the secret. Don't chase harder when she pulls away. Don't punish her either. Just stay steady. Let her see that you're not swayed by her swings. Because what she's really watching is your reaction. Do you get desperate when she pulls away? Do you get cold when she comes back? Or do you stay grounded, calm, unshaken? That's what makes the difference. Her hidden feelings are real. Her dance of closeness and distance is proof. And if you don't panic, she'll eventually let her guard down completely. 3, she gets jealous over small things. Here's the thing. Jealousy doesn't always show up loud. It often whispers. And when a woman is hiding her feelings for you, jealousy leaks out in subtle ways she wishes you wouldn't notice. Picture this. You're talking casually to another woman. Maybe it's just friendly. Maybe it's nothing serious at all. But suddenly she changes. Maybe she goes quiet. Maybe she throws in a sarcastic comment like, "Oh wow, you two seem to be getting along." Well, she might laugh it off, but her body already told the truth. That's how jealousy works when it's buried under denial. A woman who feels nothing won't flinch when you give your attention elsewhere. She won't notice. But a woman who secretly cares, she'll notice everything. She'll see the way you smile at someone else, the time you take to reply to another girl's message, the little details no one else pays attention to, and deep inside it bothers her. Now, here's the twist. She'll rarely admit it. She'll act like she's unbothered, like she's above it. But J. Alice has a way of spilling out in tone, in expressions, in little digs that sound casual but carry weight. Her eyes darken, her laugh turns forced, or she suddenly loses interest in the conversation. Why does this matter? Because jealousy is a crack in the mask. A woman can hide her feelings with words. She can cover them with distance. But jealousy slips through her control. It's her emotions betraying her. And listen, I'm not telling you to use jealousy as a weapon. Don't go trying to make her jealous to prove she cares. That's childish. But pay attention when she reacts to things that don't concern her. If her mood shifts when another woman enters the picture, that's your sign. Here's a story. A friend once told me about a girl who insisted she wasn't into him. "We're just friends," she'd say. But every time he posted a picture with another woman, she'd message him within minutes. Sometimes she'd act playful, sometimes distant, but always something. That wasn't friendship. That was jealousy slipping out. The shocking part, most men miss this because they take her words literally. They hear, "I don't like you," and ignore the emotions spilling from her behavior. But women hide feelings with their mouths and reveal them with their reactions. Jealousy is the unspoken truth. If she's hiding her feelings, this is the one place they'll always surface. 4. She shares deep personal things, then acts like it was nothing. Have you ever had a woman suddenly open up about something heavy? Her past, her fears, maybe even her regrets, and then brush it off like she overshared by accident? That's not random. That's a sign she's letting you peek inside a part of her she hides from everyone else. See, when a woman is hiding her feelings, she still needs to connect with you somehow. But saying, "I like you," feels too risky. So what does she do? She drops pieces of her soul in mouth conversation. Maybe late at night, maybe when the mood feels safe, she tells you about her childhood or the heartbreak she went through or the insecurities she's never said out loud. And right after she tells you she pulls it back, she'll laugh, change the subject, or say, "Anyway, it's not a big deal." That's her fear speaking, because vulnerability is intimacy, and intimacy is the one thing you can't fake. By sharing, she's revealing the bond she feels. By brushing it off, she's trying to cover her tracks. Here's what most men don't realize. Women don't open up deeply with men they feel nothing for. They might talk casually, sure, but when she gives you pieces of her private world, it's because she feels safe enough with you to reveal them. That's not just friendship, that's emotion leaking out. I'll tell you a story. A man once said to me, "There was this girl who always told me I was just a friend. But one night she told me about her father leaving when she was young and how it shaped her. Then she quickly laughed and said, 'Wow, why am I even telling you this?' I didn't think much of it." He didn't realize that in that moment, she was handing him proof of her hidden feelings. A woman doesn't waste her deepest stories on men she doesn't trust. And trust is the foundation of affection. When she opens up, she's showing you her emotional investment, acting like it was nothing afterward. That's her shield trying to snap back in place. So when you notice this, don't dismiss it, don't mock it, don't treat it lightly. Because that small moment of vulnerability is her unspoken way of saying, "You matter more to me than I'm willing to admit." 5. Her body language betrays her. Words can be crafted, actions can be disguised, but the body never lies. When a woman hides her feelings, her mouth may stay shut, but her body gives everything away. Let's break it down. First, the eyes. If she holds your gaze a second too long, if her pupils widen when she looks at you, that's instinct, not choice. She can't control it. Second, the small fidgets. Fixing her hair when you enter, adjusting her clothes, touching her lips when you speak. Those are subconscious signals of attraction. And then there's space. A woman who says she's not interested but keeps leaning closer, who angles her body toward you in a group setting, who mirrors your movements without realizing. That's her emotions showing in real time. Here's the funny part. She might not even know she's doing it. Body language isn't something we plan. It's raw instinct. And the closer her feelings are to the surface, the more her body betrays her. I knew a guy once who told me she always said we were just friends. But when we'd walk side by side, she'd always brush her arm against mine. And when I stopped walking close, she'd drift back toward me. He didn't see it at the time, but her body was shouting what her mouth kept quiet. Pay attention to the way she lights up when you walk into a room. Watch how her voice changes slightly softer when she's only talking to you. Notice how she unconsciously mirrors your expressions. Laughs when you laugh, sigh when you sigh. These are not accidents. These are confessions without words. The most shocking thing, many men miss these signs because they're too busy chasing the words. They keep asking her directly, "Do you like me?" not realizing her body already answered the question. Here's the truth. A woman hiding her feelings will rarely admit them with her lips. But her eyes, her smile, her nervous movements, the way she positions herself near you, those are the raw signals. And if you're wise enough to see them, you'll know the truth long before she ever speaks it. So, here's the truth. A woman may hide her feelings with her words, but her actions, her jealousy, her late-night confessions, her body language, they can't stay hidden forever. If you know how to read between the lines, you'll see what most men miss. Don't waste time begging for answers from her mouth. Pay attention to what her eyes, her reactions, her behavior already reveal. That's where the truth lives. If this video spoke to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button and watch my previous videos because each one peels back another layer of psychology most men overlook. And if you're ready to go deeper, join the membership today. That's where I share exclusive lessons and insights you won't find anywhere else. Remember, once you understand what she hides, you'll never be fooled by what she shows.